Classic Restos, proudly brought to you by Shannons. Sign up to become a member of the Shannons Club. Kenworth Trucks Australia. Dasmac, shipping your classic car from the world to your doorstep. And the Intershed.
G'day, I'm Fletch and welcome. This week it's about our girls. You see, this show was never designed to be just about the blokes, and what you're about to see defines exactly that. It's now time to bring on the girl power in this week's Classic Restos. Welcome back. How cool is our classic vehicle fraternity, hey? It caters from kids through to our seniors. And where it seems that the guys rule the roost most of the time, our ladies are in there punching along as well. It's time now to dump the clutch and grab some traction with this lady first.
Introducing Cat Hawk, having miles of smiles with her 1967 Volkswagen Type 3. Time for Cat now. How are you?
Good, Fletch. How are you?
Great. This windy day, we got Thelma out.
Yes, we got her out for a run.
This really is a different car, isn't it?
It is. It's a very special little car.
I'm amazed that we've seen Type 3s in the past, but it's not every day that you find one that sat in the barn in New Mexico, in the United States of America, for 20 years. Now, I think any vehicle that's taken out of a shed or a barn from any country is interesting. So tell us more about her time in the barn, or what you know.
So it was bought in Roswell, New Mexico, and it got driven around for, I think it was 10, 11 years. The husband couldn't drive anymore. Wife couldn't drive, didn't have a license. Husband died, wife left it in the barn. She eventually passed away. The son ended up inheriting it. And yeah, so he pulled it out of the barn after 20 years, and here it is.
Have you had to do much to it since you've had it?
No, it's had a little bit of an attention by the guy I bought it off in LA. Yeah, it did get a new lick of paint. I don't know if that was necessary or just someone being fussy. But yeah, other than that, it's the original chrome. It's had a new engine, but unfortunately these things happen. So yeah.
So about the engine, what can you tell us?
So it's a 1600 dual port twin carb, which is standard for this model, but they did come in a 1500 as well. And yeah, when they went to go replace the motor, instead of rebuilding it, they managed to find one that was still sitting in a crate from the 60s in the back of a mechanic's shop. So in it went.
I must say how I love how you've kept it left-hand drive.
Yeah, it's good fun. The cops don't like it when they pull you over. They tend to ask my passenger seat for a license check, but it's good fun.
Where's the steering wheel?
Yeah, we have had a couple of nights of fun where Matty takes the spare steering wheel out of his Beetle and we go for a drive with two steering wheels, but
Now, speaking of the body cat, the bright work, as you mentioned, the chrome, the wheel covers, the shiny stuff, immaculate, really immaculate condition. It's obvious beyond words that this car obviously hasn't had a hard life.
No, it's been very much loved. The people I bought it off in LA tidied it up to basically to keep it forever. Turns out college fees are really expensive, so yeah, they didn't want it to go. And as Keith, the guy I bought it off, said, that he couldn't have thought of a better person to go to. I love this car beyond words, so it gets a lot of care. Yeah. That's
brilliant. Now, to think you've gone through that importing process, that's absolutely wonderful. It's an award-winning car too.
It is. It's had, I think it was 6 VW Nationals trophies. One of the best trophies it got was actually top 10 at Valor, which is a big Volkswagen festival every 2 years at up on Nambucca Heads. There's Volkswagens come from all over Australia. People put them on trains from Perth. So that was arguably probably the one I valued the most, because that was truly the yardstick. But you know, I don't go out to get trophies, but it's nice to get that acknowledgement.
As Preston Tucker once said, the engine is in the back, where it ought to be.
That's right.
Next, it's Lani and all of her exuberance with her 2017 Indian Chief.
One day we were coming over the Blue Mountains, and as we were coming through Blackheath, one pulled up beside us. Just all the sparkles and the colours and everything, and the jaw just dropped and said, "What's that?" So then, as you do, then you start to Google it all the way home to try and find out, and we found out that it was an Indian. There was an Indian shop just down about 40 minutes away, so the next thing was to go down there and have a look. There was one on the showroom floor, sitting up there, sparking beautifully, but someone had already purchased it, so I wasn't allowed to sit on it, but I was salivating a great deal. And the fellow said, "Do you want me to start it?" And I went, "Oh, yes, please." So the bike started up, and because it echoed all around the showroom floor, it just filled my chest with this thumping sound. My son had always said, "Oh, you'll know when it's the note, Mum," but that was the point when I knew it was the note. It was like the native Indians with their big mother drum. It was just like that, boom, 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 boom. And the vibration just goes straight through you. Your feet felt like it was just immersing into the floor. It was just amazing. There was nothing really, mechanical, and I wasn't into all the specs or anything. It was just the feel that the bike gave you, and that was without even getting on it. So then I started looking on the internet, found one in Perth, Western Australia. Of course, I couldn't get over there to ride it. That's a country away. So then we knew someone who knew a friend over there that would ride it. He wrote it and said, "If you won't buy it, I will." I thought that was a pretty good sign. Popped it on a truck, had to wait weeks and weeks. So to get on one of these, I didn't have a road license. I'm off doing the upright courses to learn how to ride bikes, and part of it was that you have to have 12 months on a much smaller engine. So what do? You go and join Australia Post, and you start off on your little Honda Postie, and I did that for nearly 12 months, which gave you really good spatial awareness with the bags of mail on the back. It was also in the rain, so trying to get a wet letter in a very small slot was was really good practice on and not getting bogged near someone's mailbox. So then I got my 12 months up. I was able to go, didn't have to do another test or anything because I'm mature age, and straight out on the bike. So straight out on the road, which was a bit scary. So I went to a little country town where they had a little car park, and round I went doing my figure of eights. I'd been watching the Harley girls on YouTube, working out how to do it. And I got so slow because this lug's so slow, which is nice for me, that we just actually tipped over. And I went, probably should have looked up how the Harley girls get their bikes back up.
Some people, they just don't get it. They don't get the thrill of spotting a one-of-a-kind. They don't get the joy of a Sunday drive. But at Shannons, we get it because we get what matters to car people. That's why we offer Choice of Repairer, because we get it's important who works on your vehicle. Driven by passion, backed by experience. Chat to Shannons, Australia's original insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 13 46 46 or jump online. Shannons, share the passion.
In 2026, why not reward yourself with a Classic Restos tour with Fletch, Detroit, Michigan, USA. Detroit, it's the Motown City, the automotive epicenter. Stay in fine accommodation, taking in some of the best museums and private car collections on the planet. Book your exclusive Classic Restos tour with Fletch, Detroit, happening August 2026. Got a classic? Got to be with Shannons. Perhaps some laid-up cover is exactly what you're looking for. Why not pick up the phone and give Shannons a call for a quote and a chat on 134646, and more information awaits you when you visit shannons.com.au. Next, we cross the ditch to New Zealand, welcoming Fiona with her grandmother's Buick Riviera.
And it's time for Fiona. How are you?
I'm good, Fletch. How are you?
Good, thank you. Now, Fiona, a 1971 Riviera, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's a big car for you. What are your thoughts?
It's actually a lot easier to drive than people think.
Okay, now into the fair income department. The reason I've actually waited quite a while to get this car is because there's not a lot of 71 Rivieras, the boat tails, that I've had an opportunity to film. Sure, I've seen some that have been a little rough and custom paint jobs, big wheels, all that type of thing.
Yep.
But this here is so close to just leaving the factory. It's not funny.
Yes, my dad and I have done a full restoration on it. It's been 2.5 years since we brought it over from Canada. It was my nana's and it's been in the family since 1973. And I refused to leave it there when they moved over in 2016. So I wanted to have it in Americana. I wanted to be a part of this. I want to be in every car show that I possibly can and just share the history of this car.
Oh, Fiona, you are absolutely amazing. To share that passion, to go back in your family as well, makes it extra special. Okay, now about the car and the originality. Now, the wheels, they intrigue me. Standard issue or just period correct?
No, the original rims were completely rusted out and very pitted, and when I looked at getting them re-chromed, it was heinously expensive, and I just couldn't do it. So I did look around at the Torque Thrust 2s, which is what's on here now, the American Racing, and I thought that could look okay.
I just love looking at the interior of this car. We've got GM on the belt buckles. What a step back in time.
Yes.
We've got a beautiful dashboard there set out. Buick always built a fantastic motor car. The Riviera, what an incredible car. Sure, they were big. Well, in terms of the width, they were no wider than any other full-size American car. But as a two-door car, oh wow, I don't know. They're in their own class.
I agree. Yeah, and I mean, it's the only one here that's in Americana, and as far as I've ever seen, in New Zealand, it may be one of the only 71 Buick Rivieras in the country.
Next, it's Cara at the Bend, South Australia, with her delightful 1957 FE Holden.
Well, here we are at the Bend. Hello, Cara.
Hello, how are you going, Fletch?
Great, yourself.
Good, thank you.
That's good. You're dressed in theme. You're part of the era. What a beautiful car. We've got an FE Holden here from 1957. I believe it's yours.
Yeah, it is my car. It's my pride and joy.
Oh, there's no doubting that. It's a beautiful restoration. What can you tell us about it?
So I restored it when I was 15 as part of a school project. Now it's a family car. It's been in the family since new. So I was just very fortunate that I inherited that one and decided to continue its story.
Cara, this is a concourse car.
Yes, so I have tried to make it up to that standard as much as I could. I have kind of some honour in my family name for that. So, but it was my love, and fortunately, it was left in good enough condition to also be a concourse car. So.
It is absolutely fantastic. In terms of history, do you know much about it? Its early years?
So yeah, my grandpa obviously bought it new in 57. So it was built in about June that year, so it's kind of a mid-run of the FEs. So it's also a special sedan, so it was kind of top of the range extras. My grandpa wanted to upgrade, so he sold it to his dad, and he held on to it until the 90s when he stopped driving it. And then I inherited it in the 2000s when he went into a nursing home. And I thought the right thing to do was to restore it to its former glory.
It doesn't get much more beautiful than this, does it? Grandfather's car, and you've still got it, and I can see you've got that passion. It's not just a case of, oh yeah, it's a family car. This runs deep with you, doesn't it?
Yeah, certainly. It's definitely been something that I enjoy telling the story, and I enjoy having that heritage there that so many of the cars don't because of the amount of hands that they've gone through over the years, for sure.
Driving the car, how does it make you feel? Does it make you imagine what it would be like to wind the clock back to 1957 at all?
I definitely think it does. I think I was born in the wrong era, definitely. I have a few of those moments where I think I wish I'd been around when these cars came out so I could have lived that experience. But I really enjoy the kind of secondhand nostalgia that I experience when I am out. And it's nice talking to people about their stories of working at Holden or having driven these cars as a kid. So,
especially now, the legacy just meaning so much to us all.
Yeah, I think today's been quite a memorable day. It just clocked over to 0000 again for the first time. So it's, I think, a bit of a fitting day in that sense.
Next, welcome the lovely Katrina Roundtree with her great uncle's 1965 Jaguar.
Hello, Katrina Roundtree.
Hello, Fletch. How are you? Welcome to the farm.
Thank you so much. This is beautiful here.
Oh, it's so lovely.
You've got a very special car beside us here. It's been in your family since day one, your father's car, and to find out that you're a car girl, that's also another accolade as well.
Oh, that's a lovely thing to say, and I know that I'm speaking to my own here. I am from a long line of car lovers. I'm the youngest of 4 children, and I just know a lot of people can relate to this story. So I grew up with my dad taking us to car shows, and one day we would go to car auctions as well. We always had an appreciation of cars with character. Let's say that much. This beautiful baby here. So I must say that it was my great uncle, Cam. He drove this beautiful Jaguar out of the showroom in 1965, and it was his pride and joy. And of course, he had a beautiful relationship with my dad because they shared this love of cars. And when Uncle Cam passed away, he gave it to my dad. And when my father became sick with cancer, around about 8 or 9 years ago, I thought maybe we can have this as a project together because we all adored our cars. We started to do this up. First thing, power steering. I hope that's okay to say. We did the most beautiful paintwork. Anyway, I just love it. And unfortunately, my dad passed away as we were restoring the car. And when I drive the car now, it is as though my dad is just giving me a big hug. And I still have the sheepskin covers that my great uncle put onto the car. There's a lot. I've kept the interior. A lot of people who are into car restoration go, oh, you should do this, you should do that. But that's a part of my family and certainly my dad.
Up next, it's back to New Zealand, and this time it's Lyndall, a respected paramedic in her job, and her hot rod is her time out. This car behind us is extra special to you. Perhaps you'd like to share why.
So my dad has always been a car guy, as you heard, and this car is really special because it was his car. And he actually gifted it to me for a significant birthday a couple of years ago, and he said that he wanted to see me enjoy the car. Well, he's still around, it's pretty cool. And so it's really special because today, or this whole show, has been about myself and my dad. And so what you see behind me, there's a truck in the background, a 59 Apache Dad's just built as well. So it's really special to be here with him. So he's not here this morning, but he's been with me every single day in the show, and it's really for him. I've done this because I want to make him proud and I want him to do this with me. So it's a father-daughter thing.
I'll say one thing, you've certainly got an eye for detail because these builds they're incredible. Just every angle, no matter where we stand, they look fantastic. Originally, when you first got the vehicle, describe what was that like?
Oh, it was amazing. I didn't know that Dad was going to gift it to me when he did, and it was quite sort of casual in his driveway, and then he said, it's yours, Lyndall, here's the keys. And I just couldn't believe it because I always said to Dad when I first saw the car, I said, of all the cars of your collection, Dad, this is the one I love the most, and I love the red. And he honoured that, and he kept it red for me, and every little detail he did for me, and the care and thought that he put into it. And it's just such an amazing build, and I'm so proud to drive it and make him proud as well when I do.
At Shannons, we offer choice of repairer because we get it matters who works on your pride and joy. Get cover from Shannons, Australia's original insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 13 46 46 or jump online.
Your story began in 1971. It's part of an endless tapestry that tells the story of our nation. It connects innovators to artisans, forests to houses, from the largest of operations to the smallest of outcomes. It's heritage. It's a legacy.
Next, it's up to far north Queensland, and Jackie Ford loves her 351 XP Ute. Now, Jackie's also the daughter of the major sponsor here, Don from Atherton Wrecking Yard, and we all know the effort that Don puts in tirelessly every year. So, Jackie, thank you for being a big part of that as well. But I'm not going to let you off the hook just yet. You've also got to tell us about
the Ute behind us, the XB 351. You scored this Ute. It means a lot to you. It's been in your family for a while. What can you tell us?
So Dad bought this as a shell, complete shell. So he built it from the ground up, put a new engine in it. It's got a 351 Cleveland in it. And original drivetrain wasn't in it, so now it's got a 5-speed manual instead of an automatic, which I prefer a manual anyway. And he took it back to the original colours, and he's done a great job. It's my favourite car, and
That is so nice. It's a beautiful Ute. XB 351 Ute. How many of these do you see? We've got one next to us here with the stock 250 in it. That has featured before, and that's an interesting story as well. Off a farm, parked up for years under a tree. It's been left patinaed, but all the mechanicals have been done, and apparently it drives beautifully, and it's only got low miles on it, but have a go at that.
we like to say this is a before shot, this is the after shot.
Next, it's regional New South Wales, and it's time for Tracy and her beloved 1965 XP Falcon Coupe.
Tracy, thank you so much for the invite here today. Your beautiful XM Falcon hardtop, 1964, sitting here in all its exuberance. You love it, don't you?
I love it. And he's a boy, by the way. His name's Big Boy. So.
And how did you come up with Big Boy?
All my cars are boys, actually.
It's a beautiful example. What can you tell us in terms of history, where Big Boy's from?
Well, he's originally a Victorian car, and I was talking to some friends at the early Falcon Nationals in South Australia saying I want another hardtop, or a coupe, as a lot of people call them. And I didn't know that a friend was overhearing this conversation, and they'd wanted to sell one because I tried to buy 12 of these and kept getting outbidded, and would cry and be disappointed because I didn't have an early Falcon in the garage. And then got a phone call from this friend and said, "Hey, I've got one. Do you want to come and have a look?" And as soon as I saw it come in the driveway, I said, "I'll have him, thanks."
And you would have cried almost.
I did.
Because the elation of knowing that you were finally going to get one, and that feeling of being let down continuously, getting your hopes up in the past, isn't it nice that he came your way?
Yeah, I'm getting emotional now thinking about it.
But see, this is beautiful. This is what it's about. This is what our classic cars do to us, or bikes or trucks or whatever you are into. The beautiful red dash, the factory Ford radio, there proud in centre of dash that's never been removed, hasn't had a hole cut in the dash and some aftermarket stereo shoved in there with a mallet. You know, it's nice for this to be left the way it left Ford.
Correct. I'm a very original girl. I like all my cars original.
And rounding off today's episode with some class, meet Jude Westwood. And Jude has an XP Falcon Coupe as well.
At the age of 32, my husband decided that I should get my licence. And to get my licence, I had to have a vehicle. So a friend of his, a certain Colin Parker, had access to this vehicle and bought it for me from New South Wales. And the registration plate was DUM, which they said suited me beautifully, dum-dum. And my next car was DLL, by the way, just in case you're interested. I went from dum to dill. Anyway, so we got the vehicle and I got my licence and drove it around, had a wonderful time picking up my son and all his teammates. I can fit 8 kids in the back of that. Oh, well, I used to be able to fit. Bench seat at the front was lovely. And then my darling decided that our daughter and son-in-law were getting married and I had to give him the car and take his Celica. And I was devastated, I have to say. But anyway, that happened and then it disappeared. So it went into storage for quite a while. Then Mitch and our daughter decided to restore it. It has a lot of good memories. I did a lot of travelling in it with the kids. And so yeah, it has a special spot. It never got a name. We never called it Bertha or Abigail or any names. It was just the car. I think it was in storage for quite a while. It would be probably about, golly, it's got to be about 6 or more years ago. and they took them quite a while because they wanted to do it financially themselves, but of course it does get to the stage it was taken right down to bare bottom, and so there was quite a little bit of finance involved, but over the period of time, and they decided on the colours, and I'm delighted with it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's one of the nicest shapes. It's curvy and round, you know. And the colour is lovely, and I like the interior because the original interior was a crappy mustardy colour. It wasn't very nice at all. And it did have a vinyl roof on it, but it's much nicer as it is now. So it's a gem. It's a little gem. People probably disagree on colours depending on how you see a colour. To me, it's probably a lovely turquoise.
Well, there you go. And there's just a few ladies that reinforce what their classics mean to them. Passion, style and class. Every step of the way of what you have seen on this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Now, until next week, no matter where you're watching Classic Restos from, please ride and drive safe. I'm Fletch. Thanks for watching.
Classic Restos, proudly brought to you by Shannons. Sign up to become a member of the Shannons Club. Kenworth Trucks Australia. Dasmac, shipping your classic car from the world to your doorstep. And the Intershed.